Hi, welcome back to Katie Creates. Say hi, Foxy. Today I'm doing something I've never really done before, which is use color on black paper. Now, I haven't really done this because, well, I haven't had any colorful materials that show up on black paper. They mainly just appear clear and liquidy and don't really show up, so. And the only thing I had was a white gel pen and some oil pastels. And at the time, I didn't know much about oil pastels, so the majority of the time, I just used a white gel pen. I made some pretty cool stuff, and I became a master with the white gel pen. But today, we're not going to use that. We're actually going to use color. Yay! If you remember, a while back, I did a review of Emi acrylic markers. Great markers, love them. And I did a small test on black paper to see how it turned out. Never did a drawing on it. And on that test, they did amazing, but I wanted to see more of what they could do. So we're going to be using acrylic markers on this drawing. My idea here is to make a stained glass window. First things first, we gotta sketch it out. And oh boy, was that a struggle. I typically can see my sketch, but this time was different. Normally, I don't really record my drawings or my process, but ever since I started this channel, I've been doing that all the time now. So now, there's a camera directly over the drawing, and now there's also a light source literally right next to the camera pointing down. Now, on camera, you can see the sketch really good, but in real life, you can't see any of that unless you stand. So, the majority of the time, I had to stand up. So now it's more difficult to draw, not standing up. Standing up and drawing is fine. But now there's like a camera in my face, so now I have to like tilt my body different directions to see if I'm drawing it okay. It was a struggle, sketching. But now that that's done, we can finally move on to the acrylic markers. And I gotta admit, I was scared at first because I put that first little layer and I could see the lines and I was scared. But then I just let it sit there for a little bit and then the lines went away and it was all smooth and it was becoming so pretty and vibrant. I don't know what made me want to make her hair purple, but it turned out really good. Now, to make this seem more like a stained glass window, I want to take different shades of the same color. For example, the stars are yellow. We're going to take a bunch of different shades of yellow and fill them in until it's a complete star. Same thing up in the corners. We're going to make blue crystal using different shades of blue. For the girl's outfit, I didn't put much thought into it. I didn't want it to stand out that much. I almost wanted to fade into the background. Drawing a glass window was fun. And honestly, making some crystal stuff was actually more easier than I thought it'd be. I think I've been making it more complicated than it needs to be. We're gonna do some lovely blue swirls because why not? I used to do these swirls like all the time on everything as a kid. I don't know why. My best guess is because I thought it was pretty. And they are. To this day, I still find them pretty. I might include more swirls. Who knows? Now we came to the hard part. Should I continue to fill the entire page with acrylic markers? I was really worried about that. I was worried it was going to ruin the drawing and it might be too much of one thing. So I decided to use another medium of art. But I didn't know what I was going to use. So I went to my art shelf, looked at all my supplies, and I found something that I never have used ever. Unopened, still in the package. So, today is the day we're gonna use them. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what they're called. They don't even have the name on the package. But imagine a watercolor that's a bright metallic sparkle. That is like the only way I can describe it. And funny enough, the two I had were blue and gold. The colors I had chosen with the acrylic markers. It was perfect. And it only works on black paper. I tested it on white paper before I started using it. It did not show up whatsoever. I was just like, I want to risk it. If it ruins it, I can always go over it with acrylic or something else. And it turned out so beautiful. And I put it on, and it was so beautiful. It was so shiny and reflectant and metallic and glittery and sparkly. It was just what the drawing needed. Just the thing to make it pop but still blend in with the artwork. Just the thing to combine to create harmony. I'm getting way too excited about this. Then all I was left to do was add some black lines to make it appear more like a glass window. And also to fix some corners, some edges, to clean it up a bit. And after that, it was done. It was finished. And just look how metallic it is. Look how shiny and pretty it is. I love this so much. And the paint just made it came all together. And I'm so excited to use more of that paint for other cool artworks. So I'm really excited. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!